Hello everyone, and welcome to my August plan with me. Alright, we've got our coffee as always, so go and find a cozy drink, get whatever you use to plan, and plan the month of August with me. I decided to go for a double shot, so the glass that I originally put it in was too small, so a Marvel coffee it is this morning. I cannot believe how fast July has gone by. Today, which is the day that I'm filming this, is actually my very last day of summer. Oh my goodness, it's so bittersweet. This summer has been so good, filled with so many good memories. I actually watch Carter Sullivan's videos like that she does for the Plan With Me's, and I love how she included like a little bit of an overview. So I'm going to do that right here. July was just so good for me. A lot of time was spent with Freddie, soaking in like the last little bit of my summer break, spending time with Matt, obviously, reminiscing over our beach trip with my family. We got some beautiful pictures back from that, so that was really fun. Of course, making lots of coffee. We've been trying to save a little bit of money there, so I've been doing a lot of making my own coffee at home, working on classroom decor and decorating my classroom, so that has been a big chunk of the last little bit of July. Enjoying lots of sunshine walks, even though it has been so hot, like in the hundreds. Freddie and I have still been trying to get outside and enjoy that. And last but certainly not least, hitting some really big goals on YouTube. So yeah, overall July was just really good with lots of good memories, and I am very optimistic about the new school year. I'm trying to be anyway. I keep telling myself it's going to be the best school year ever. It's gonna be good. So with today's plan with me, I figured we could kind of break it down very similar to how I did it last time. We're going to go over and review some goals, set some new goals for August. We're going to do some planning using my Erin Condren planner that I have talked about so many times, plus something new. Do a little bit of a finance review and also set some finance goals because we have some really big finance goals that we would like to meet. And the last little category that I'm going to include is something that I did in the last vlog that I loved, which is doing some things that I have been loving and some things that I have been hating this month. Alright, I've been sitting here kind of reviewing my goals from July and creating some new and exciting ones for August. For my big to-dos for July, I wanted to decorate my new classroom, try to get everything ready before the end of the month, and I did that. There are a few things that I've got to do that are left, but I'm just going to do those tomorrow. Complete back to school to-do list and begin working on it a little each day. We did that. Consistently upload 2 videos a week and start thinking about what the posting schedule will look like when school starts back. We did that. My first one was to limit my sugar intake, focus on whole foods. I feel like I did that. Obviously I wasn't perfect at it, but I do feel like there was more of a focus on whole foods. Consistent workouts, no. Start listening to podcasts again once a week. Didn't do that. I did that like one time. Prioritize texting, calling, hanging out with friends and family. I feel like I did a better job at this. It's still something that I'm working on. So I did go ahead and cross it off, but I am still working on it. My quote for July, I loved it so much. It's a beautiful day to go after your dreams, and I just feel like that I did that. So I'm really glad that I actually picked that quote for July. All right, and then for August goals, I'm going to kind of like pop it on the screen so you can see it a little bit better. I ended up breaking it down a little bit differently than I normally do. I still did like big to-dos, but I separated it into work and YouTube. And then I did August goals. Still did my quote of the month. I went for a quote instead of a Bible verse this month. And then at the bottom, I changed where I normally do like vlog ideas. I actually do that all digitally now, which we'll talk about a little bit later on Notion. And so I changed this section to become my August dream list. So Basically, it's just things that would be fun to do. It's not necessarily a goal that I'm trying to meet. So it's not one of those things that's like, oh, you didn't do that, like you didn't meet your goals. It's just like fun things that are just dreams. So starting with work in YouTube, I just did 4, try not to take schoolwork home. I feel like the older that I get, the more that I've been teaching, I definitely get better at that, but it's just still something that I want to continue working on. Prioritize a work-life balance. Again, something that I'm just still really learning as I get older. Hit 500 on YouTube. I think that we can do it. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. We're really close to 400 right now when I'm filming this, so I feel like 500 is a reasonable goal. I don't know. Stick to 2 uploads a week. This is something that I just told you about. I'm going to try really, really, really hard to make that happen, but if I just get too overwhelmed, then I'll have to kind of cut it back to 1. But anyway, August goals. Stick to the budget. We actually have done a pretty good job at that the month of July, so I just basically want to carry that over into August and just still do a good job at sticking to the budget. Prioritize health, get back into reading. I have really dropped the ball with reading here lately. Like, I feel like in a few vlogs ago I was telling you about my current reads and then it just went whoop and I stopped reading. Stick to our weekly cleaning schedule. I actually plan on doing an entire vlog about this depending on how it goes. And then for my quote of the month, I love this so much. It's an F. Scott Fitzgerald quote and it says, "Breathing dreams like air." Like, how beautiful is that? So that's my quote of the month. And then I have 2 little things for my August dream list. I would like to try a new coffee shop. Matt and I have one that we absolutely love and adore here, but I think it would be kind of fun to venture out and maybe try something new. I don't know. And then create a fall bucket list. I know fall is not very, very close right this second, but I mean, it kind of is. And so I think it would be fun to go ahead and maybe create a fall bucket list with Matt so it's ready to go when fall does come. I don't know. I thought that would be good. All right, moving right along, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the planning section of today's video. So I have been using something brand new that I wanted to share with you. Obviously, I still have my planner and honestly, like the past month, I haven't used it as religiously as I have been in the past, only because I have been introduced to a new app/website and I have been loving it. So I'm going to share that in just a second. But now that school's kind of revving back up, I probably will go and use my planner and do like a combination of this as well, which is Notion. I first heard about this website through Jules Akery, so I'll link her down below in the description box. But it's really cool and a great way to kind of like stay organized and on top of things. And through Jules, I was actually able to get some of her like freebie templates. And so I'm gonna kind of show you a little bit of that in just a second because I have found it extremely helpful. All right, so this is what it looks like when you first log into My Notion. And I basically just took a lot of Jules Akery's templates and kind of moved them around, deleted some things, made them my own. So this is my Live Hub, and this is where I have like some finance things. Matt and I are actually going to attempt to use her monthly finance meetings chart. So I'll have to keep you updated on how that goes. And then there's a whole little section for my YouTube content. And then at the top, I can actually go to, this is one of hers as well. It's the Simply Weekly Planning, and I have been loving this as a way to make all of my to-do lists, just so it's digital. And there's also an app for the phone, and I have been loving that as well. As far as planning, so this is for the week, and you have a few different sections. So you've got this week's top priorities, and for mine, I put make sure classroom is ready for the first week of school with students. So that's going to be like my #1 thing. And then also I probably need to add something about open house as well. And then you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. So these are all of the things that I've got to do today, quite a lot. Tuesday will be our first day back, so there's also quite a lot to do. Wednesday, I haven't finished adding in my things for the rest of the week. But at the bottom, I like this because there's a section for the brain drain, which is basically where you jot down all the things that come to mind that needs to get done here. Then you drag it up to the day that you want to do it on, or whether it goes into the backlog, which actually I deleted the backlog section. So I just wanted to share this with you because I really like the way that this is set up. So again, from Jules Akery, And this is a template that she created, but this is how I have been kind of planning out all of my YouTube videos. At the bottom, there is a little section for your ideas. So this is what I was telling you where I no longer included that in my planner for the month because now I've got it all right here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a finance chat. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you right now. And obviously, you know, Matt and I use every dollar for our budgeting, but we've done a pretty good job, really proud of us, but I'm actually going to go back to Notion and show you the little monthly finance meetings template that we actually plan on trying out this month for the first time. So when you first pull it up, so that's the title, the monthly finance meetings, our link is to every dollar. That way we can kind of like easily pull it up, be able to look at it. There's a section for you to do finance meeting notes. There's a spot for you to have like recaps from each one that you've had. I ended up putting a Bible verse at the top because our plan with the monthly finance meetings is to start having these every month. Obviously, we do chat every month, but I kind of liked the idea of having like a set template. We may hate using it. I'm not really sure. We're gonna do it for the first time, I guess, probably in a few days actually. But I decided to put a Bible verse at the beginning, which is just Proverbs 3:9, which is honor the Lord with your wealth and with the best part of everything you produce. I just thought that was very fitting. So begin each meeting with at least one finance gratitude. What are we grateful for? What's going well? What's a win? And then for finance flossing, thought starters for each meeting. So it just has like a bunch of little different things that you can do. I think I've mentioned this before, but we do have a small student loan debt. We've still got that going. So we're actually going to be paying $200 on that at the end of the month. And then we are also saving up for quite a few vacations. We've got a lot going on this year. Plus we are also starting to save for a home and also a car fund. Those are like some of our really big finance goals that we've got going on. Being an adult is very hard. So that's our little finance chat for today. So now we're gonna jump into the very last section of our plan with me, which is the things that I have been loving and things that I have been hating. All right, I think this might be my favorite part of plan with me's, which is talking about things that I've really been loving and things that I've been hating. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna start with the things that I have been loving first. Okay, I'm basic, I know, but I got a Stanley Cup and I have been absolutely loving it. So I got the pretty like white cream color. And let me tell you why I like it though, because you know, it's been so trendy and popular, but the reason that I like it, obviously you don't need it. I think it's very similar to a Yeti. Like it does hold ice pretty well, but I mean, very similar to a Yeti. You don't have to have it. But the thing that I really like about it is the lid. This little thing, I'm gonna take the straw out. I've got water in there right now, but I like this lid because this little thing turns and it's got a section for your straw to go in, but you can also move that over and you can just drink out of it like regular. I mean, I like having a straw, so I use this section the most, but I just really like that. And it comes with a straw, so I prefer this one over my Yeti. I've had Yetis for a long time, but I've really been enjoying my Stanley Cup. Okay, something else that I have been loving. I actually just got this, so keep that in mind, but it is the Honest mascara. I actually tried it for the first time yesterday and I'm wearing it right now. I've got a whole separate video coming out about that very soon, about how I've had like a journey with just like finding clean makeup, so that will be coming out soon. But this one is the Extreme Length Mascara plus Lash Primers. So it comes with a lash primer on one side and then you've got the mascara on the other side. Actually, when I tried it for the first time yesterday, I opened it and I was like, I don't know that I'm gonna like this, and then I love it. So no problems with it so far, and it's pretty easy to take off too. All right, and I've got two things that I have been, I feel like hate is such a strong word, but like disliking this month. The first thing is this dress from Old Navy. I do not like it at all. Saw this dress, it had quite a few good reviews, but then one person was like, oh, it made me feel like I should have been at a Renaissance festival, and I thought it was a little bit silly. I'm like, oh, come on, that's an exaggeration. It was not an exaggeration. Do you hear the way that it sounds? I don't even know if you can hear it, but like the fabric is icky. I don't like the fabric, whatever it is. This tight part of the dress, the puffy sleeves with the, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm saying, but I don't like it. I ended up getting a medium and it was not for me. So I'm going to attempt to return it. Hopefully they'll take it back because I don't want it and I would like to get a different dress. So sometimes Old Navy can be such a hit or miss. Like this dress that I currently have on is from Old Navy and I love it. But that one was definitely a fail for me. And then the last thing that I have been kind of disliking makes me really sad. So I wanted to purchase some new underwear and most of the time I just go to like Target or something like that, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. I'm going to like get some more expensive underwear. So I decided to try Third Love. They kept popping up on Instagram ads, things like that. But I found, I'm not trying to badmouth them because it might have just been the things that I chose, but I found the sizing to be very wrong. Like I ended up getting a bra and then I got like a pack of underwear, like where you could choose, I forgot what it was. Like I think I got 5 pairs and I just found the sizing to be wrong. Like the bra that I ended up getting was the same size that I wear now and it was so tight. Like when I put it on, it made me angry. Have you ever had a bra that you put on and you're like, it's so tight, it just makes you want to like scream? That was me. And then the underwear I found to be too big. So I don't know, the sizing was just really off with me. So I don't know if that was just my personal experience. Maybe I should try something else. I'm not sure, but I was really disappointed because I was really looking forward to getting some like new underwear. You'll have to let me know down below what's something that you have loved this month and what's something that you have hated this month. All right, friends, that's gonna be it for this video. I have really enjoyed kind of spending some time with you, planning out the month of August. I hope that it gave you some inspiration to maybe try using Notion for the first time or getting a planner and planning out the upcoming month. But I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you wouldn't mind, hit that like and subscribe button and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye!